Curses blinking on a ghost white screen, writing lines to a girl I haven't seen. Since the night the silence got too loud, and I lost your face in the city crowd. I've got a folder full of how you've been, and I'm sorry for my selfish sins, but they're sitting in the dark of a draft's graveyard, because saying it out loud is just too hard. These are the apologies I never sent, the comeback homes that I never meant to keep locked up inside this hollow chest. While you're out there finding someone best, I type your name and I hit delete, 'cause I'm a coward in the driver's seat, just a collection of the things I should have said, stuck in my phone and spinning in my head. Do you still take your coffee with too much cream? Are you finally living out that Broadway dream? I'm still the same man, just a little more gray, counting up the words that I threw away. I wrote one for the time I missed your flight, and 10 more for that bitter Tuesday night. But I'm scared if I press send and you don't reply, it'll be the final way we say goodbye. It's a heavy weight, the sunset mail, a paper ship that'll never sail. I'm keeping you hostage in a digital line, pretending you're still mine, just one more time. Yeah, these are the apologies I never sent, the comeback homes that I never meant to keep locked up inside this hollow chest. While you're out there finding someone best, I type your name and I hit delete, 'cause I'm a coward in the driver's seat, just a collection of the things I should have said, stuck in my phone and spinning in my head. Maybe one day I'll have the nerve to give you the peace that you deserve, but for now I'll just stare at the tube and keep these apologies away from you. Deleted.
I'm scrolling through the threads of everything we said, blue bubbles haunting me inside this empty bed. I type out I miss you, then I hit delete. Some things are safer when they stay incomplete. I see you're active now, but you're miles away. a green light glowing while my world turns gray. It's a direct message to my heart, sent from the moment that we fell apart. I'm seen but ignored, just a ghost in your feet, stuck in the request for the love that I need. No notification can bring back the spark, just a cold vibration in the middle of the dark. I'm looking at the photos I'm not supposed to see, of a life you're living that doesn't include me. You look so happy in a low-res glow, while I'm holding on to things I should let go. The cursor's blinking like a steady pulse, waiting for a version of you that's someone else. But the status never changes, the typing bubbles fade. I'm just a memory in a profile you made. Sent, delivered, but never read. Just a direct message to the things we never said. Do you want the bridge to feel more aggressive and desperate, or should it sound soft and defeated? leaking faucet, and it's draining me. I guess I'll just leave it, let the kitchen go cold, let the rust take the silver and the rot take the gold. Just another thing broken I can't afford to fix, mixed in with the shadows and the midnight tricks. It never stops. It never stops. It never
The signal's cutting out, or maybe it's just my eyes. I'm tracing your reflection where the static lies. You're looking at me through 1,000 miles of wire, while I'm sitting in the ashes of a dying fire. The image freezes on the way you smile. I haven't touched your skin in a long, long while. It's just a FaceTime heartbreak, a digital goodbye, trying to catch a teardrop through a camera eye. Your voice is lagging and the screen is getting blurred. I'm losing the meaning of every single word. We're high definition, but we're falling apart. Just a 4-inch window to a broken heart. You say you're tired, I say I'm doing fine. Both of us are lying through a glowing line. I reach for your hand, but I only feel the glass. Watching the minutes and the battery pass. Don't end call yet, just stay on the line. Let me pretend for a second you're mine, before the reconnecting sign starts to spin, and the silence of this empty room moves back in. It's just a FaceTime heartbreak, a digital goodbye, trying to catch a teardrop through a camera eye. Your voice is lagging and the screen is getting blurred. I'm losing the meaning of every single word. We're high definition, but we're falling apart. Just a 4-inch window to a broken heart. Good night, I love you. Click. The screen goes black. Just my own reflection looking back. Should the melodies stay stripped back and lonely, should we build up a cinematic swell during the final chorus? I saw you standing by the frozen goods in the grocery store in our neighborhood. I almost reached out to grab your hand. Like a reflex, my heart still understands. But you looked up and you looked right through the ghost of the man who used to know you. You gave me a nod like I was just some guy passing by under a fluorescent sky. And it's a heavy kind of quiet, a hollow kind of cold, to realize we've run out of stories to be told. We used to share a bed, now we don't share a word. The loudest silence I've ever heard. Your favorite color, the way you take your tea, are just useless facts living inside of me. We're just strangers with a history we can't outrun. Two people undoing everything we'd begun. Yeah, we're just strangers now. Do you still have that scar on your left knee? Do you still hate the ending of The Great Gatsby? I shouldn't know the way your laughter breaks, or the specific way your morning coffee shakes. But I'm a vault for a girl who doesn't exist anymore. At least not for me, not behind this door. You've got a new life, a new area code, and I'm just a landmark on an old dead road. How do we go back to how do you do after everything I've given to you? How do I unlearn the sense of your skin and act like I don't know the state you're in? It's a heavy kind of quiet, a hollow kind of cold, to realize we've run out of stories to be told. We used to share a bed, now we don't share a word. The loudest silence I've ever heard. Your favorite color, the way you take your tea, are just useless facts living inside of me. We're just strangers with a history we can't outrun. Two people undoing everything we've begun. Yeah, we're just strangers now. I'll stay in aisle 5 till you walk out the door. I'll pretend I don't love love you anymore. Nice to meet you again for the very first time. We're just strangers, just strangers. Goodbye.
I found your old sweater in the bottom of the bin, stretched out at the elbows where your life lived in. It's got that coffee stain from a Tuesday in May, and a scent that refuses to just wash away. I'm wearing your memories like a second skin, wondering where your ghost ends and I begin. Everything I touch has a history of you, a worn out rhythm I'm still dancing to. We're just hand-me-down hearts in a thrift store soul, trying to feel new while we're losing control, trading in the pieces that someone else broke, living in the echoes of the words that we spoke. I'm wrapped in the fabric of a love that's gone cold, wearing a story that's already been told. Just hand me down hearts. Now I see you're fitting into somebody new. Does she know she's wearing the forever of you? Is he holding the hand that used to be mine? Or are we all just leftovers frozen in time? We pass our love around like an old winter coat, leaving bitter notes in the pockets of hope. Threadbare and frayed, we're coming apart. There's no brand new for recycled heart. We've been used, we've been folded, we've been cast aside, with nowhere left for the damage to hide. I leave it on the porch, let the rain take the blue. I'm done wearing
Should we go for a stripped back acoustic guitar feel or a warm, vintage style soul arrangement for this one?
You offer the spoonful like a peace retreat, and God for a second, the mercy is sweet. I'm a starving man and you're a golden well, so I ignore the scent of the sulfur and shell. I see the silver reflect in your eyes, a beautiful sugar-coated disguise. I know the sting is coming for my tongue, but I breathe in the smoke just to feel you in my lungs. It's just honey on the blade, the prettiest trap that you ever made. I'm tasting the nectar while I'm losing my mind, caught between love and the goodbye. You make the heartache feel like a dream, so I swallow the pain and I stifle the scream. Just a drop of gold before the light starts to fade. It's nothing but honey on the blade. Yeah, I'm sorry, drips like syrup on the floor, enough to keep me crawling back for more. The wound is emotional, precise and deep, a secret that my heart is gonna have to keep. You're the cure and the poison in the very same breath, a slow, sweet dance to a broken faith. Drip by drip, I'm losing my mind, searching for a sweetness I'll never find. But go ahead, let it go, let the truth come through. I'd rather face the pain of losing you. So sweet, so sharp, you left your mark right into my heart. Just honey, just the blade. It's hanging on the hook behind the bedroom door. A little bit of blue, a little bit of before. The elbows are worn and the threads are loose, but it's the only part of you I refuse to lose. I haven't washed it since you walked away. I'm terrified the smell of you won't stay, like wood smoke and cedar and that cheap cologne. It's the only thing that keeps me from feeling alone. I'm still keeping your old sweater, 'cause it's better than a goodbye letter. It's got the shape of your shoulders and the heat of your skin, a soft little prison that I'm living in. They tell me to throw it in a cardboard box, but I'm not ready for the reality shocks. I'm still keeping your old sweater, hoping that one day I'll feel better. the pockets and I find a stray dime, or a movie ticket stub from a happier time. It's a heavy fabric, but it feels so light, like you're standing right here in the middle of the night. But then I catch my reflection and the truth kicks in. It's just an empty sleeve where your arm should have been. It's stretching out, it's losing its form, just a tattered reminder of how we were warm. If I let it go, then the winter stays, and I'm scared of the chill of these lonely days. So I'm still keeping your old sweater, 'cause it's better than a goodbye letter. It's got the shape of your shoulders and the heat of your skin, a soft little prison that I'm living in. They tell me to throw it in a cardboard box, but I'm not ready for the reality shocks. I'm still keeping your old sweater, hoping that one day I'll feel better. I'll just leave it on the hook for now. I'll move on eventually, I just don't know how. So I'll hold the wall until the memories fade, and this blue-threaded ghost that you made, yeah, I'm still keeping it, just for tonight, just for tonight.
I see the glass start to tip from the edge of the shelf. I'm watching the wreckage, I'm watching myself. Your hands on the handle, your foot's out the door, and I'm counting the seconds till I hit the floor. The clock on the wall is just dragging its feet as the air in the hallway turns bitter and sweet. I can see every ripple, I can see every tear before they even start to appear. It's heartbreaking slow motion, a beautiful crash. I'm watching our forever turn slowly to ash. I can see that it's over before you can speak. I can feel where the bridge is beginning to lead. There's no sudden ending, no lightning, no spark, just a long, heavy slide into the dark. Yeah, I'm falling in pieces, losing devotion to this long-distance heartbreak in slow motion. The way that you're blinking, the tilt of your head, it's taking an hour to say what you said. I'm memorizing the way that the light is leaving your eyes for the rest of my life. I wanna reach out and just pause the frame before and you're just a name. But the gravity's pulling, the scene has to play in the most agonizing frame by frame way. If it happened fast, I could look away, but I'm forced to watch every shade of the gray. It's the longest goodbye that a heart ever knew. Every microsecond of losing you, it's heartbreaking. Slow motion, a beautiful crash. I'm watching our forever turn slowly to ash. I can see the it's over before you can speak. I can feel where the bridge is beginning to leak. There's no sudden ending, no lightning, no spark, just a long, heavy slide into the dark. Yeah, I'm falling in pieces, losing devotion to this long-distance heartbreak in slow motion. The glass finally hits, the sound finally breaks. I'm feeling the weight of 1,000 mistakes, still falling, still breaking, still slow.
Looking at the ledger of the years we spent, and realizing I don't know where the magic went. You gave me your best days, your light and your youth, while I gave you silence and half-hidden truth. You were the anchor when the storm started blowing, but I was a traveler, always bent on going. Now I'm standing in the kitchen of this quiet house with a bill in my hand and no way out. It's a debt I can't pay, a debt I can't repay. I can't repay. I see the interest accruing in the lines on my face, thinking about how no one can take your place. You bailed me out when I was falling apart, putting interest-free kindness into my heart. But I spent it all on my own selfish pride and kept all the gratitude locked up inside. Now you've closed the account and you've walked out the door, and I'm realizing exactly what I'm poor for. There's no check I can write, no words I can find to settle the taxes I've left on your mind. I'm a billion dreams short of being the man who deserved to be holding your hand. It's a debt I can't pay, a debt I can't repay. For every I love you that I threw away, you invested your heart in a man made of stone, and now I'm bankrupt and sitting alone. I owe you the sunsets, I owe you the years, I owe you a fountain for all of your tears. But I'm spiritual open with nothing to say. It's just a debt that I can't repay. So I'll file for the lonely, I'll declare the regret. I'll spend my whole life trying to settle this debt. But the truth is, my darling, I'm too far behind. And you were the only treasure I'll never find. I'm so sorry, I'm so broke.
Street lights blurring into lines of yellow gold. The back seat's freezing, or maybe I'm just cold. I'm watching the little blue dot crawl down your street, trying to remember how to breathe, how to speak. The driver's quiet, he doesn't know the mess I'm in. He thinks I'm going home, but I'm going back to where we began. In this late night Uber to you, doing exactly what I said I wouldn't do. Past the empty diners and the ghost of who we were. My heart's a heavy passenger, everything's a blur. I know the destination leads to one more goodbye. but I'm 5 miles away from looking in your eyes. Five-star silence, windows rolled down halfway, thinking of 1,000 things I'm too proud to say. The map says 3 minutes, but it feels like a life, between being your lover and being a stranger tonight. He's pulling to the curb, the signal's at the end. The app says arrived, but I'm losing a friend. I'm staring at your window, the light is still on. 1 foot out the door, and the courage is gone. Have a good night, he says as he drives away, leaving me on your porch with nothing left to say. Just a late night ride to a house where love died. Do you wanna add a 3rd verse about the moment the door opens, or keep the ending ambiguous and long? I'm staring at the screen, it's 3 a.m. again, watching that little red bar fight a war it cannot win. Just like us, the light is fading fast. We built a future out of things that weren't meant to last. You're 5% away from goodbye, and I'm too tired to even ask you why. Now I'm running on a low battery, watching the glow die out between you and me. No charger in the world can fix this hollow spark. We're just 2 shadows drifting deeper in the dark. One more flicker, then the screen goes black. I'm losing power and I'm not coming back. I remember when the signal was full and the colors were bright. We used to talk until the sun killed the night. Now the connection's dropping, the system's gone cold. We're an old story that's already been told. Don't try to plug it in, don't try to save the file. The data's corrupted, it's been broken for a while. I'm at 1%, 0 silence. Now I'm running on a low battery, us just shut down. Should we focus on a slow piano ballad arrangement or a lo-fi acoustic vibe for these lyrics? I'm standing in the hallway where you used to lean, in the quietest house that I've ever seen. The air still tastes like the perfume you wore, and the ghost of your key turning in the door. I don't wanna inhale, I don't wanna let go of the last bit of us that I've come to know. If I take a deep breath, the scent might fade, and I'll have to face the mess that we made. So I'm holding my breath until it hurts, past the sting of your names and the weight of your words. If I don't let it out, then you're still in the room, and I'm keeping the shadows away from the gloom. My chest is on fire, my vision is blurred, waiting for a stay that I never heard. Yeah, I'm holding my breath until it hurts. I see your toothbrush sitting by the sink, and I'm pushed to the edge, I'm pushed to the brink. The oxygen's thin and my heart's beating slow, but to breathe is to finally let you go. And I'm not ready for the wind to blow in, to scrub all the traces of you off my skin. So I lock my ribs and I tighten my throat, sinking alone in the stationary boat. 1, 2, 3, the seconds are heavy, they're crashing on me. But the moment I exhale, the story is through, and I'm just a stranger who used to know you. So I'm holding my breath until it hurts, past the sting of your names and the weight of your words. If I don't let it out, then you're still in the room, and I'm keeping the shadows away from the gloom. My chest is on fire, my vision is blurred, waiting for a stay that I never heard. Yeah, I'm holding my breath until it hurts. My lungs are screaming, my hands are shaking. Just one more second of this heartbreak, and I head out, and you're gone, you're finally gone. I'm tired of the Instagram max and the perfect gray, trying to saturation out all this heavy rain. I could blur the background, make the mess look art, but there's no editing tool for a jagged heart. I'm sitting in the kitchen under fluorescent light, looking exactly how I feel tonight. No Valencia glow to hide the red in my eyes, no clever caption to cover the lies. This is me, no filter, just the raw design of a guy who's breaking at the finish line. No soft focus to fix the way we fell apart, just high definition damage to a lonely heart. The shadows are long and the edges are rough. Turns out being perfect just wasn't enough. I scroll back to the start, to the early bird days, when we saw the world through a golden haze. Now the contrast is high and the colors are gone. I'm a black and white snapshot waiting for dawn. Exposure is up, I'm feeling too bright, exposing the holes where you walked out of sight. Go ahead and crop me out of your frame, adjust the levels till you don't feel the shame, but you can't retouch the way that it ends, or put a pretty border on losing your best friend. This is me, no filter, just the raw design of a guy who's breaking at the finish line. No soft focus to fix the way we fell apart, just high definition damage to a lonely heart. The shadows are long and the edges are rough. Turns out being perfect just wasn't enough. Just the truth, no vintage tint, just the wreckage and the heart you bent. No filter, just me. Should the vocal performance start as a vulnerable whisper and build into a raw, belted final chorus? This is me, no filter, just the raw design of a guy who's breaking at the finish line. No soft focus to fix the way we fell apart, just high definition damage to a lonely heart. The shadows are long and the edges are rough. Turns out being perfect just wasn't enough. I'm checking my springtime report to see where the day went. Turns out it was 9 hours of wondering where we went. Just staring at a gallery of photos from last June. Brightness all the way up, alone in my room. My thumb is tired of the scrolling, the chasing of us, turning memories to pixels and pixel to dust. Caught in a screen time love, stuck in a glow, watching the version of you that won't let me go. I'm addicted to the ghost of a girl on the screen, living in the spaces and the pauses in between. My battery is dying, but I can't put it down. The only way I see you is when there's no one else around. I see you liking his pictures, I see you moved on, but on my camera roll, you're still not gone. I'm zooming in on your eyes just to feel a little close. It's the digital version of a lethal overdose. They say go outside, get some air, clear your head, but I'd rather stay here with the backlit ghost instead. If I lock the phone, then the world goes quiet, and I'm not ready for the silence. No, I'm not gonna try it. 10 hours today, Should we keep the outro fading out into static noise? Or should it end with the click of a phone locking? I'm staring at the ceiling, counting cracks in the plaster, while my thoughts are spinning faster and faster. I try to find the quiet, but I've lost the key, and the silence is screaming back at me. It's a crowded room with no exit sign, just a tangled web of yours and mine. And every memory of the way we fell is a ringing phone or a funeral bell. Oh, my mind is a noisy place, since I can't find the rhythm of your grace. It's a static hum, it's a crashing wave, it's a gallery of the love we couldn't save. There's a voice in the corner that sounds like you, asking all the things I didn't do. I'm losing sleep, I'm losing space, 'cause my mind is such a noisy place. The ghost of our kitchen are having a fight. They stay up talking through the middle of the night. They're debating the moment the fire went cold, and replaying the lies that we both told. I try to tune it out with the radio low, but the lyrics just know what I already know. Every song is a trigger, every shadow's a ghost in the house of the thoughts that hurt the most. If I could just reach in and flip the switch to heal the wound and pull the stitch, maybe I'd finally hear my own heartbeat instead of this choir of cold defeat. Yeah, my mind is a noisy place, since I can't find the rhythm of your grace. It's a static hum, it's a crashing wave, it's a gallery of the love we couldn't save. There's a voice in the corner that sounds like you, asking all the things I didn't do. I'm losing sleep, I'm losing space, 'cause my mind is such a noisy place. Shut it down, let it go, turn the volume way down low, but the echoes of you just won't erase. God, it's such a noisy place. So noisy, so loud. The ice is melting in the glass on the porch. The sun is out, but it feels like a torch. Everything's blooming, the colors are loud, but I'm still hiding under last winter's cloud. I saw you yesterday at the farmer's market square, with the sunlight dancing in your unbraided hair. The world is waking up, shaking off the cold, but I'm still holding on to stories already told. It's sundress season and the sky is so blue, but it's just a reminder that I'm missing you. You caught in the wind, looking light, looking free, while the ghost of your shadow is hanging on me. Every flower that I remember the cotton, the yellow and white, how you looked like a prayer in the late June light. Now someone else gets to catch your summer breeze, while I'm still freezing, brought down to my knees. The neighborhood's laughing, the kids are at play, but it feels like a funeral on a bright Saturday. Fall was for leaving and winter was for tears, but spring is the season that confirms all my fears, that you're really gone and the garden is grown, and I'm the only seed that was left here alone. Put on your colors, go dance in the rain. I'll just stay here with this bright sunny pain. Yeah, it's sundress season. But I'm still in the cold. Would you like the production to feature a bright acoustic guitar that contrasts with the sad lyrics, or a melancholy cello? The station clock is ticking like a hammer on a nail. The steam is rising heavy on a cold iron rail. I'm standing on the platform with my hands in my coat, swallowing the stay with me that's stuck in my throat. You're looking through the window, searching for a sign, but I'm paralyzed by everything I'm leaving behind. The conductor's blowing whistles, the wheels begin to groan, and I've never felt so empty or so utterly alone. It's the last train out, the final goodbye, the end of the road under a charcoal sky. I'm watching the taillights fade in the gray, taking the best of me miles away. No more next times, no more wait and see, just the tracks stretching out between you and me, and my heart's on the platform, lost in the dark, watching you leave on the last train out. There is silhouette in motion, a face behind the glass, watching all our memories flicker as they pass. The ticket in my pocket is a heavy piece of lead, the price of every sorry that I never actually said. The rhythm of the engine is a heartbeat out of time, punctuating every hill we were too tired to climb. I thought I wanted freedom, I thought I wanted space, but all I want is one more look at your beautiful face. But the iron doesn't care about a broken heart's plea, it just carries you further away from me. There's no pulling the brake, and the night carries on. I spend 1,000 nights on the living room floor, trying to fit the shapes of the us we were before. I had the edges done, the sky was almost blue, but there's a jagged hole where I used to find you. I've got the memories of the coffee and the rain. I've got the photographs that only feed the pain. But the box is empty now. I've searched the entire room, and I'm left staring at a picture of a love that died too soon. They say that time will fill the gaps and heal the soul, but they don't tell you how it feels to never be whole. I'm holding on to air, I'm reaching for a ghost of the person in the middle that I needed the most. And you're the final piece I'll never get to find, the one that's missing from the life I left behind. I could build 100 futures, I could try to start again, but the center of the puzzle is where the story had to end. It's a masterpiece of almost, a beautiful not yet, the only part of me I haven't learned how to forget. Yeah, you're the final piece, and the picture's incomplete. I see you in the static, I hear you in the hall, a ghost of a silhouette leaning against the wall. I tried to substitute, I tried to force a fit with someone who was kind, but they weren't quite it. 'Cause you're a specific shade of gold I can't replace, a very certain line that only lived within your face. Now I'm a gallery of scenes that don't quite add up, a broken porcelain handle on a perfectly good cup. And you're the final piece I'll never get to find, the one that's missing from the life I left behind. I could build 100 futures, I could try to start again, but the center of the puzzle is where the story had to end. It's a masterpiece of almost, a beautiful not yet, the only part of me I haven't learned how to forget. Yeah, you're the final piece, and the picture's incomplete. Maybe it was under the rug, lost in the move. Maybe it's something I was never meant to prove, but a puzzle with a hole is just a map of what is gone. And I'm tired of trying to finish this when I know I can't go on about you. Would you like me to suggest a chord progression or a specific vocal melody style for this track?
I found the card you tucked inside that old paperback book, the one I was always too afraid to go back and look. Your handwriting loops like a silk-threaded vine across a page that promised you'd forever be mine. The always has a flourish, the yours has a flare, like you drew a map to a place that was never quite there. Now the ink is starting to yellow and fade, just like the beautiful mess that we made. They're just broken promises and cursive written in a hand that was smooth and subversive, pretty little loops and a crossing ups, hidden in a language meant to bring me to my knees. It looks like a masterpiece, it feels like a lie, the way you wrote forever, then you say goodbye. I'm tracing the scars of every letter you sent, wrapped in broken promises and curses, and I still don't know what you meant. I remember the pen you used, the one with the gold, the way your fingers moved so steady and bold. You wrote on the napkins, you wrote on my skin, a script of a future where we'd always win. But those elegant edges and those slanted eyes were just a fancy disguise for your long distance sighs. Now I stare at the paper until the words start to blur into a ghost of the person you were. If you'd yelled it, if you'd screamed it, it might hurt less than this delicate script in its Sunday best. How can something so pretty be so hollow and cold? How can a handwritten vow be so easily sold? They're just broken promises and cursive written in a hand that was smooth and subversive, pretty little loops and the crossing ups, hidden in a language meant to bring me to my knees. It looks like a masterpiece, it feels like a lie, the way you wrote
It's just ink on a page, just a fancy way to lead, beautifully written, and so hard to believe.